There's a picture of Van Gogh's of a billiard parlor at night. The kitchen now suggests that sort of lurid nocturnal brilliance, the raw colors of childhood spectrum. Over the yellow linoleum of the kitchen table hangs an electric bulb of a vivid green glass shade. The poker players, Stanley, Steve, Mitch, and Pablo, wear colored shirts, solid blues, a purple, a red and white check, a light green, and they are men at the peak of their physical manhood, as coarse as directed and powerful as the primary colors. There are vivid slices of watermelon on the table, whiskey bottles, and glasses. The bedroom is relatively dim with only the light that spills between the portieres and through the side window on the street. For a moment, there's absorbed silence as a hand is dealt. That's a while.
Give me 2 cards.
You, Mitch?
I'm out.
1.
Anyone want a shot?
Yeah, me.
Why don't somebody go to the Chinaman's and bring back a load of chop suey?
When I'm losing, you want to eat. Ante up. Openers, openers. Get your ass off the table, Mitch. Nothing belongs on a poker table but cards, chips, and whiskey.
Kind of on your high horse, thank you.
How many?
Give me 3.
1.
I'm out again. I ought to go home pretty soon.
Shut up.
I got a sick mother. She don't go to sleep until I come in at night.
Then why don't you stay home with her?
She says to go out, so I go, but I don't enjoy it. All the while I keep wondering how she is.
Aw, for the sake of Jesus, go home then.
What do you got?
Spade flush.
You all are married, but I'll be alone when she goes. I'm going to the bathroom.
Hurry back and we'll fix you a sugar pit.
Oh, go rut.
7 card stud. This old farmer is out in back of his house sitting down, throwing corn to the chickens, when at once he hears a loud cackle and this young hen comes lickety-split around the side of the house with the rooster right behind her and gaining on her fast.
Deal.
But then the rooster catches sight of the farmer throwing the corn. He puts on the brakes and lets the hen get away and starts pecking corn. And the old farmer says, "Lord God, I hopes I never gets that hungry."
The game is still going on.
How do I look?
Lovely, Blanche.
I feel so hot and frazzled. Wait till I powder before you open the door. Do I look done in?
Why no, you are as fresh as a daisy.
One that's been picked a few days.
Well, well, well. I see you boys are still at it.
Where you been?
Blanche and I took in a show. Blanche, this is Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Hubble.
Please don't get up.
Oh, nobody's going to get up, so don't be worried.
How much longer is this game going to continue?
Till we get ready to quit.
Poker's so fascinating. Could I kill this?
You could not. Why don't you women go up and sit with Eunice?
Because it is nearly 2:30. Couldn't you call it quits about one more hand? That's not fun, Stanley. It makes me so mad when he does that in front of people.
I think I will bathe.
Again?
My nerves are knots. Is the bathroom occupied?
I don't know.
Oh, good evening.
Hello.
Blanche, this is Harold Mitchell. My sister, Blanche Dubois.
How do you do, Miss Dubois?
How's your mother now, Mitch?
About the same, thanks. She appreciated your sending over custard. Excuse me, please.
That one seems superior to the others.
Yes, he is.
I thought he had a sort of sensitive look.
His mother is sick.
Is he married?
No.
Is he a wolf?
Why, Blanche? I don't think he would be.
What does he do?
He's on the precision bench in the spare parts department at the plant Stanley travels for.
Is that something much?
No. Stanley is the only one of his crowd that's likely to get anywhere.
What makes you think Stanley will?
Look at him.
I've looked at him.
Then you should know.
I'm sorry, but I haven't noticed the stamp of genius even on Stanley's forehead.
It isn't on his forehead, and it isn't genius.
Oh, well, what is it? And where? I would like to know.
It's a drive that he has. You're standing in the light, Blanche.
Oh, am I?
You ought to see their lives.
I can imagine. Big, beefy things, I suppose.
You know that one upstairs? One time, the plaster cracked.
You hens, cut out that conversation in there.
You can't hear us.
Well, you can hear me, and I said to hush up.
This is my house and I'll talk as much as I want to.
Stella, don't start a row.
He's half drunk. I'll be out in a minute.
All right, Mitch, you in?
Wait. Oh no, I'm out.
Who turned that on in there?
I did. Do you mind?
Turn it off.
Oh, let the girls have their music. Sure, that's good. Leave it on. Sounds like Xavier Cugat. I didn't. I didn't hear you name it. Didn't I name it, Mitch? I wasn't listening. What were you doing then?
He was looking through them drapes. Sit down.
I'm going to the head. Deal me out. Sure, he got ants now. 7 $5 bills in his pants. Pocket fold up tight as spitballs. Tomorrow you'll see him at the cashier window getting them changed into quarters.
And when he goes home, he'll deposit them one by one in a piggy bank his mother give him for Christmas. This game is spit in the ocean.
Hello. The little boys' room is busy right now.
We've been drinking beer.
I hate beer.
It's a hot weather drink.
Oh, I don't think so. It always makes me warmer. Have you got any cigs?
Sure.
What kind are they?
Lucky's.
Oh, good. What a pretty case. Silver?
Yes, read the inscription.
Oh, is there an inscription? I can't make it out. Oh, and if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Why, that's my favorite sonnet by Mrs. Browning.
You know it.
Certainly I do.
There's a story connected with that inscription.
It sounds like a romance.
A pretty sad one.
Oh,
The girl's dead now.
oh.
She knew she was dying when she gave me this. A very strange girl, very sweet, very.
She must have been very fond of you. Sick people have such deep, sincere attachments.
That's right, they certainly do.
Sorrow makes for sincerity, I think.
It sure brings it out in people.
The little there is belongs to people who have experience of sorrow.
I believe you are right about that.
I'm positive that I am. Show me a person who hasn't known any sorrow, and I'll show you as superficial. Listen to me. My tongue is a little thick. You boys are responsible for it. The show let out at 11, and we couldn't come home on account of the poker game, so we had to go somewhere and drink. I'm not accustomed to having more than one drink. 2 is the limit. And 3? Whew. Tonight I had 3.
Mitch.
Deal me out. I'm talking to
Dubois.
Miss Dubois.
It's a French name. It means woods, and Blanche means white. So you two together mean white woods, like an orchard in spring. You can remember it by that.
You're French?
We are French by extraction. Our first American ancestors were French Huguenots.
You are Stella's sister, are you not?
Yes, Stella is my precious little sister. I call her little in spite of the fact that she's somewhat older than I. Just slightly, less than a year. Will you do something for me?
Sure, what?
I bought this little adorable little colored paper lantern at a Chinese shop in Bourbon. Put it over the light bulb. Will you please?
Be glad to.
I can't stand a naked light bulb any more than I can I can a rude remark or a vulgar action.
I guess we strike you as being a pretty rough bunch.
I'm very adaptable to circumstances.
Well, that's a good thing to be. You are visiting Stanley and Stella.
Stella hasn't been so well lately, and I came down to help her for a while. She's very run down.
You're not?
Married? No, I'm an old maid school teacher.
You may teach school, but you're certainly not an old maid.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your gallantry.
So you are in the teaching profession?
Yes, yes.
Grade school or high school or...
Mitch.
Coming.
Gracious, what lung power! I teach high school in Laurel.
What do you teach? What subject?
Guess?
I bet you teach art or music. Of course it could be wrong. You might teach arithmetic.
Never arithmetic, sir. Never arithmetic. I don't even know my multiplication tables. No, I have the misfortune of being an English instructor. I attempt to instill a bunch of Bobby Sockers and drugstore Romeos with reverence to Hawthorne and Whitman and Poe.
I guess that some of them are more interested in other things.
How very right you are. Their literary heritage is not what most of them treasure above all else. But they're sweet things, and in the spring, it's touching to notice them make their first discovery of love, as if nobody had ever known it before. Oh, have you finished? Wait, I'll turn on the radio.
Drunk animal thing you. All of you, please go home. If any of you have one spark of decency in you,
Stella, watch out, he's...
Take it easy, Stan. Easy, fella. That's all.
you lay your hands on me and I'll...
My sister is gonna have a baby!
This is terrible.
Lunacy! Absolute lunacy!
Get him in there, man.
I want to go away.
Poker shouldn't be played in the house with women.
I want my sister's clothes. Well, go to that woman's upstairs.
Where's the clothes?
I've got them. Stella precious. Dear little sister, don't be afraid.
What's the matter? What happened?
You just blew your top, Stan.
He's okay now. Sure, my boy's okay.
Put him on the bed and get a wet towel.
I think coffee would do him a well good now.
I want water.
Put him under the shower.
Let the wreck go of me, you sons of bitches.
Let's get quick out of here.
Poker should not be played in the house with women.
Stella, my baby doll's left me. Eunice, I want my baby. Eunice, I'll keep on raining until I talk with my baby. Stella!
Quit that howling up there and go back to bed.
I want my baby down here. Stella! Stella!
She ain't coming down so you quit, or you'll give it loss on you.
Stella!
You can't beat on a woman and then call her back. She won't come, and you're going to have a baby. You stinker, you whelp of a Pollock, you. I hope you do haul you in and turn the fire hose on you. Same as the last time.
Eunice, I want my girl to come down with me.
Ha!
Stella!
Where is my little sister? Stella?
Miss Dubois?
Oh!
All quiet on the Pontomac now.
She ran downstairs and went back in there with him.
Sure she did.
I'm terrified.
Ho, there's nothing to be scared of. They're crazy about each other.
I'm not used to such.
No, it's a shame this had to happen when you just got here, but don't take it serious.
Violence is so...
Sit down on the steps and have a cigarette with me.
properly dressed.
That don't make no difference in the quarter.
Such a pretty silver case.
I showed you the inscription, didn't I?
Yes, there's so much confusion in the world. Thank you for being so kind. I need kindness now.
See.